I'm here to share my presentation on composite decking versus treated timber. As you can see, composite and treated timber. The demand for composite material when choosing to build a deck has went up quite much since its first introduction in 1982. This chart right here shows from 2009 to 2014 how much it's grown percentage-wise, and also the billions of linear feet that have been used in the past 5 years, or the change that's been used in 5 years. Chart on the left shows 2009, where 3.03 billion linear feet were used, compared to wood, which took 86.1% of the market, to 2014, where 3.45 billion linear feet was used of composite material. And you can see here that the wood market dropped about 9%. It's steadily rising. The origins of the materials. Well, you all know treated timber comes from forest. Pretty self-explanatory. Composite material, on the other hand, comes from recycled plastic that normally just sits in a landfill. And it also wood fibers are used from sawmills, and also a bonding agent is used to bond the wood fiber and the plastic. Maintenance. Maintenance for treated timber, everyone probably knows every summer rolls around, or every other summer rolls around, and you have to stain and seal your deck. But you can see this gentleman right here doing, looks like he's having a lot of fun, doesn't it? And now you got to replace boards as they rot and warp, and all kinds of problems. Well, with composite material, you break out your pressure washer and just go to town, and that's pretty much it. That's all you need. So, from a maintenance standpoint, composite is definitely the way to go. Price comparison. Okay, this is what everybody thinks about when they think about using composite. It does cost more. It's about 35%. It costs about 35% more, which you can see when building a 12 by 18 deck, what your composite is going to cost you and what your pressure treated lumber is going to cost you. It's about $1,400 more, but then you got to look at the big picture, the annual maintenance. Annual maintenance on plastic composite material, $75, compared to pressure treated lumber, $375. A 5-year ownership, what the composite deck's going to cost you, $4,275. Pressure treated lumber, which costs you less in the beginning, now costs you $4,325 due to all the cost of maintenance of keeping it up. Not to mention the labor and time you got to put in it. So you come out cheaper using the composite as far as maintenance goes. Environmental impact. Well, as you can see, the environmental impact of using treated timber leaves you looking something like that. What used to be forest and home for all kinds of animals now is nothing. And that's just one of the deforestation is just one of the things. You got all the oil consumption of running the big logging trucks and machines. Yeah, it destroys wildlife's homes, which I mentioned. Just the natural landscape, who wants to look at that compared to what you see down here at the bottom? I don't. Maybe somebody likes it. I don't know. And the environmental impact of using composite material, you recycle plastic that would have sat in a landfill for who knows how long, polluting our environment. It's a win-win, I think. Durability and lifespan. Okay. Well, treated lumber, if cared for properly, can last, 40 years. But I mean, that's doing everything by the book. Every year, seal, stain. That's going to cost you a lot of money. Composite material comes with a manufacturer 20-year warranty, and as far as it aging or cracking or anything, it looks the same 20 years later. I mean, it's it's resistant to bugs, water. I mean, it's really the way to go. With treated timber, you have all kinds of problems. You have mildew, fading, cracking, warping, splintering, sun damage, nail popping that, and cupping, where your board makes like a cup. And all those problems, the boards have to be replaced. You don't have those problems with a composite. Strength. Okay, composite material is not as strong as treated timber. So therefore, when using composite on the deck, you have to add extra support, which in turn means extra money. Well, the extra money you're going to spend using composite doesn't compare to the extra money you're going to have to spend using treated timber when you have to replace everything after, so many years. Composite just keeps going and going. Like the Energizer Bunny. You caught that, huh? So, yeah, treated timber's stronger, but as far as, from a cost standpoint, what you're going to spend adding that little bit extra support is going to really pay off still to use the composite. Appearance. Now, a composite deck, if you use a little imagination, can turn out looking pretty good. Mixing different colors, and you really can use your imagination and come out with something nice. But it still doesn't beat the wood grain look. I mean, all the natural grain of treated timber that comes out when it's stained and sealed properly. I mean, that's, you can look at that and, it's a lot nicer, it's a lot prettier. Yeah, appearance, treated timber, I like treated timber better. But if you go with something like that, which is going to be very expensive, it's hard to decide really. Constructability. Composite is cut, screwed, and nailed just like treated timber. The only difference is you have to pre-drill your holes in the composite to screw it down. That's pretty much the biggest difference, just ordinary tools, your skill saw, level, drill. I mean, basic tools, you don't have to buy anything special. So, yeah, it's going to take a little bit more labor to pre-drill holes, but, it pays for itself using composite. Conclusion, I think composite's the way to go. It's going to save our trees, save our environment, save our pockets, save our backs. Pretty much, as you can see, the green check, composite is the way to go. Thank you.